I wish that there were so many more therapists and mental health professionals who were trained in working not only with DID, but also cult torture and the way that cult torture can influence DID, or how cults can deliberately create folks inside who only have very specific jobs that the cults want them to, like ways to hurt us or ways to block positives. And understand more in the between the years that I had a good therapist and a good therapist, I had to educate and try like to work with so many different therapists who didn't understand either of those things. And it felt like most of my sessions were taken up with educating, and I'm going to be in that position again. And it feels really depressing to me because we need support, but we have to educate to get the support. It's hard to find someone who understands and is educated. And I wish that there was so much more out there that would help therapists and people in the mental health profession and people who just work with us on other levels to understand about DID and cult torture and be able to provide support that is helpful. Like, I am so grateful that my naturopath and the naturopathic students have been able to learn from me and hear me and accept me as I am. And I have good support from them now, and I'm really grateful for it, and it's still not therapy. And I also wish that therapy and mental health support, that it was more accessible for everyone, including those of us who struggle financially. Like, often we're the ones who need it just as much or more, especially when you're looking at trauma, like extreme trauma, like cult torture and DID. Like, we need the support, but we need people who can hear us with compassion and empathy, and who can educate themselves and learn about it, where we don't have to spend most of the time educating them. I wish for it so much. And I know that there are survivors out there who are working on educating the people that they work with. And I have done that every single time I'm educating whoever I'm working with, including my naturopath. I'm so grateful that she can hear me with compassion and empathy, and she's open to learning. And same with the students, like, they will be better with other survivors, and they are really good with me. But it can be emotional work, and it can be tiring. And I wish so much for more understanding, especially in the mental health field. And I think of my videos where I'm talking about cult torture and mind control and also DID openly and in an educational way. I'm thinking about it helping therapists who work with survivors, as well as people who care about us, and my articles too, and things in some of my books. And I'm really grateful that I can put that out there. And I wish that there were more ways for people to get good information that is survivor and DID based, where it is not pathologizing us and where it is not missing out huge connections and chunks of information.